Hi, my name is Becca and I have a problem. I have an obsession with the Kennedys. It's bad. It's really bad. So to give you the backstory, we're gonna go to a galaxy a long time ago, far, far away in Louisville, Kentucky. It was about 3 years ago. We were going to see my great aunt on our way back from Thanksgiving. My great grandmother had just passed away recently and she was obsessed with scrapbooking, newspaper stuff and magazine things. I mean, this lady had a crazy amount of scrapbooks. She had been scrapbooking since like 1933. She died when she was 104, so let's put that little tidbit in there. So we went upstairs and we're looking around and I find Life magazines of the moon landing and the Kennedy assassination. Being a journalism major, I'm interested in history. So I started flipping through it and got enthralled with it. I went crazy. So my great aunt tells me, you can have them. You know, she was your great grandmother, you can have them. But if you ever do a project with them, tell me, I want to see it. So I'm probably gonna send this link to her, so hi Aunt Barbara if you're watching this. But that's where it started. I then changed my major to journalism education and had the bright idea of one of the standards that I'm gonna have to teach is like how media travels. So instead of using 9/11 or the Boston bombing, you know, figured I could use this and have real artifacts. That's where things went downhill. And by downhill, I meant my bank account. I started going to antique malls and searching through newspapers. The first time I found any newspapers, I wasn't searching for them. I was just looking through a tub of old newspapers because I find old newspapers cool. I mean, they're interesting, you know? They're actual artifacts from that time period. I love old newspapers. I now have this big pile of magazines and newspapers. This isn't even all of them. There's a box in my closet right now that I don't want to try and dig out that has a bunch more newspapers in it. Like a crazy amount, much more newspapers in it. Plus my one true treasure item is at school. It's a newspaper from Dallas that night. It's worth $8,000 and I got it for free. And then what started out as an obsession of just getting a bunch of Kennedy assassination like artifacts became just an obsession overall with the Kennedys. That's where I grew even more. I started getting books and books and books and books. Oh look, and more books and books and books and books. I mean, this is what I mean, people. It's an obsession. Then one of my best friends, Danielle, found these sunglasses and I called them my Jackie glasses because they're huge like hers. My parents took that idea in storm. Last year, I opened a box for Christmas and inside were these two little things. So I opened the first one. They are exact replicas of her sunglasses. And there was also this box. Oh, that was really weak. I went to open this one up. I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. Like, thank you. And she goes, do you know what that is? I was like, honestly, I don't. And she looks at me and goes, that's an exact replica of the engagement bracelet that he gave her. And I was like, what? And so far, that's where it stopped. I haven't really bought anything new Kennedy. But I have left one thing out. I really love it, just because it's different than the rest of the stuff I have. A Kennedy campaign pan. So, I'm obsessed. And that's the only word I could think to put with it. It's an obsession, but a good kind. I mean, it's borderline unhealthy how obsessed I am with them, but it's like, at least I'm not obsessed with drugs. I mean, that's good, right? Yeah, I thought so too. Alright, bye. If this doesn't scream classy, drinking out of a barbecue cup with lipstick on it, I don't know what does.